All right. Likutei Halachot, Hilchas Bircot Hashachar Halacha Gimel. We are in the middle of Seif Lamed Daled. So we say like this: Ki Hashem Yisborach Ne'elam mitzad atzmo Kodesh Baruch Hu. From His side of things, He is totally concealed. You can't see HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nigle mitzad pulosav, you can only see Kadosh Baruch Hu in action. You can see the action of Kadosh Baruch Hu, but you can't see Kadosh Baruch Hu Himself. Mitzad atzmo ne'emar, and from the side of Kadosh Baruch Hu, about the Kadosh Baruch Hu Himself, kaviyachol ant leitlech shem yedir, you don't have a known name. There is no thought that can grab hold of you at all. However, from the side of his, from the aspect of his actions, he's called in all the names, in all the praises, in all the glory, in all the glories. He called Shemot because all the names morim al pulosav, that denote the actions of Kodesh Baruch Hu. That He constitutes all the worlds, He creates all the worlds, He holds them. And He controls, and He's the one, and He's the ruler. But in truth, beyond everything, everything is one. Because everything Kodesh Baruch Hu does, derives from Kodesh Baruch Hu Himself. Kodesh Baruch Hu did and is doing and drives everything from beginning to end. And he holds everything and sustains everything with his ratzon. All the names we are calling Kodesh Baruch Hu Himself. He Himself did and is doing everything, and drives everything, and propels everything. But the essence of the driving force, is Baruch, you cannot call in any name. It's beyond any names. Because He Himself is totally ineffable and totally unfathomable and totally hidden, and there's no machshava that can possibly have a grasp in His essence. That ineffable entity that we cannot possibly put, touch with our minds, is that entity that does everything, that drives everything, that gives life to everything. And because of this, when we mention His name is Baruch, which are the titles, that are called, that the titles of His actions, we are actually calling Him Himself, because He did everything Himself, and He fills all the names. Even in the physical person, you can see the same principle. He called pulas haguf, all the actions of the body, they come through the actions of the nefesh. The nefesh shows its actions in the body. Still, the essence of the nefesh, what the nefesh is, it is impossible to understand and to get. You know what a nefesh is. I've never seen a nefesh. You can see what the nefesh does, using the body, where it infuses the body is doing the action. You can see it. Still, we know that all the actions come from the nefesh. Now, when we are talking about the nefesh ha'adam, we're talking about the soul of a person. We are referring to the nefesh itself. Even though we don't understand what it is and what this essence is.
It's almost like the name refers to the person, and the person refers to his neshama, not his.
That's right.
Not his goof.
That's right. Mikol sheken lehavdil elef alfei alafim kal v'chodim. How much more so, with a million differences of kal v'chomer. HaBorech Tzboch be'atzmo, Kodesh Baruch Hu himself. Oh, excuse me. שבוודאי בעצמו מרום ונשגב מאוד על כל הרוחניס. הקדוש ברוך הוא is way supernal, beyond transcendental. That's my mouth does not work with the words, with $5 words well yet in the morning. I still, He's transcendental to all spirituality, and machshava cannot possibly grasp him. As Eliyahu said, "Velet deyoda b'chlal," and nobody knows of you at all. What have you found? What have you touched? Maya data, what have you known? From the side, it's adat smuso, Kodesh Baruch Hu is beyond all the names. But nevertheless, from all the names and all the blessings and all the praises, we aim to Kodesh Baruch Hu himself. Because that one, which is totally ineffable and totally hidden, he's the one that does everything. So you can see in Divrei Eliyahu that in all the names we have to aim to what? To him. But if you leave the names, so all the names will be left like a body without a soul. As Chazal said, who is like Hashem? When that we call him at all times. We call to him, alav, to him, and not to his traits. In you alone we shall mention your name and understand it well. This is what he said like this. In truth, that she said yesterday, that's Machloket in the Tzaddikim, and tell you it's not. So you can see what he says over here. That if we call all the other Sforim that use these kind of languages, they mean exactly what I said now. They used the wrong language, the wrong terminology. It can cause a stumbling block to somebody who is learning in this form. And it would be better if they would remain silent than writing such languages. But still, since they already wrote it, I had to take a long, roundabout way to explain the truth. The truth is at the end, after everything is said and done. You have to come back to the simple Amunah of Klal Yisrael, without any kind of investigations. Even investigations of ways of Kabbalah. Because the ways of Kabbalah, you only have to receive in a way derech Amunah. That the world, that all the worlds, there was a step down process in this way. By Hashem is Hashachar in the names that belongs, the holy names that belong to every sphere, and to every midah, and to every persona. And the rest of the ways of the wisdom of the truth. Like that we got from Shimon Bar Yochai, and the main thing is to believe she'ein anu mevin divrei klal. The main thing is to understand that we don't understand what they're saying at all. You know, we lost Talmidim in this shir.
We lost what?
On Talmidim, guys that we learn in the shir on that Nikuda. You know, that want to explain and explain and explain. We don't understand at all. It's so easy, you know, to flap your lips at things that you don't understand because it's fun. You know, and what's going to happen? Who's going to tell you something? You know, like, hey, you know, what are you going to do? Going to beat me? You know, it's like a...
But eventually you get to a point where you can't do that.
The whole thing is, it doesn't start and doesn't end. So, the main thing is to believe that we don't understand the words at all. There's no gashmis, there's no physicality. Like all this farm, you know, they talk about it at length. Anybody that wants to go in any kind of an investigation al pi Kabbalah and to explain some kind of kasha of the mechakim, the philosophers of the al pi Kabbalah, you know, to explain al pi Kabbalah, umekalkel me'oid. It spoils and destroys a great deal. Because really such kashas, there's no way, shape or form you can ever explain them away. Just rely on the emunah alone. The main thing is a simple emunah, to believe in Hashem and Moshe his servant, bepshitas, simply, Hashem echad, Kodesh Baruch Hu is one. He created everything. Yesh me'ayin muchlat. Kodesh Baruch Hu created absolutely everything. Is from total void. And He gave us His Torah and gave us His heilige mitzvahs, so that we'll be zocher and to live, you know, an eternal life. And even though when you come to think about it, you know, there are all kinds of investigations and puzzles. To him, you know, how can you possibly serve Kodesh Baruch Hu? How is this serving Kodesh Baruch Hu? Kodesh Baruch Hu is infinite, and we're just, you know, nothing. What is it doing? I'll call Ela Kashas on all these Kashas, all these questions, and Shemteres Balam Kal. There's no explanation to this. It doesn't make no sense. You cannot apply sense to it. The main teretz, the main explanation for it, the truth is we cannot understand it. What we need to do is we need to rely on emunah alone. That's it. As Rabbeinu Zal said, as Rabbeinu says, like infinite times, that is forbidden to investigate the sechel at all, only to rely, to remain, you know, to rely on the emunah of our forefathers alone. All these obstacles, and you know what, these obstacles that can be found to those who are studying, you know, in a few sfarim, is mechmas, is because you find a few sfarim, because they want to explain some very deep puzzles in the Anhaga of Kodesh Baruch Hu. ובאמת התירוצים אינם כלום למבין מעט. Truth of the matter is, all these terutzim is nonsense. It's gulisht. To anybody who has a shtickle seichel, it's gulisht mit nisht. כן יכולים לקשר על ידי התירוצים יסר. You know, these kind of explanations can actually, you know, make you stumble and fall even more. Okay. אבל באמת, על כל הקשס כאלה של דרכי הנהגה וסבורה, the truth is that all the kashas, all the questions and all the paradoxes that exist within the conduct of a Kodesh Baruch Hu Yisborach. And Shoteres B'zeh Olam. There's no final explanation in this world at all. In the future, is Gala Kol HaTzirutzim, then everything will be answered. In this world, it is totally forbidden to investigate at all. Just to rely on the emun levad. Rabbeinu said it many times. Rabbeinu Zal, begodel amkus chochmosoi, and Rabbeinu Zal, with the depth, with the greatness of the depth of his chochmah, oil ala kol. The Rebbe is like, he's the wisest of all of them. The Rebbe doesn't answer, doesn't for any kasha, any puzzlement, any paradox, nothing. But in his great wisdom, he has revealed to us these incredible, unbelievable, deep and profound and wide Torahs. And revealed to us with those teachings. And through these Torahs, he explained to us that such paradoxes, such mind pretzels, can never be solved only to rely on the Emunah. That's it. And he put in us das to understand that it's impossible, to understand and investigate and find out, what's what and who's who's and how things go. Because the Rebbe, with the greatness of what he was able to attain, he revealed to us what is the source of those questions, those paradoxes, that they come from such exalted place that it is not possible b'chlal to explain them away and to make sense of them in this world and in this body. No way. Like in the Torah on the fourth perek of Safar B'tzniusa in Simcha Chafalev. And this is what Chazal said in the Gemara Maseches Brochas La'asid La'avoy, in the future, tzaddikim, yoshim tzaddikim are sitting, va'atoteim berosheim, and their crowns are in their heads. Shegila v'biyah lanu sham derech niflo, that over there he revealed and explained to us a wonderful way. And he explained to us that such kasses, such questions and puzzles and that the people are stumbling on them, and they come from circumferential intellects. And it's not possible to attain them in any way, shape, or form in this world. And he said an incredible Torah on this. Galus Nifla, which incredible revelation. The same thing is in the Torah of Bol Pal, which is Samad Daled, 64. Shegila Sham, that he revealed them, Shakashas Kaela, that these kind of questions, they come from the secret of the void space. It is impossible to attain this. The only way, shape, or form this can be possibly, gotten is in the future. In the seventh Torah of the second chelek, the second part, there are questions that come from makifim that are beyond space and time. That there's not enough time in the world to explain the kashas and the answers. But yet, go take a look at all these places in what Rabbeinu is saying. And if you really have a seichel, you will see and understand, and you will learn from min Dovo, from what he is saying, how deep his thoughts and his true asagas are. Shvisiga emes that the Rabbeinu didn't just, let it go, and the way that we do it, without going into depth, just a priori receiving. That's the way it is. We can't understand it. There really was masig, you really attained. There is no way, shape, or form that anybody can possibly, be meyashav discussions, can answer these puzzles. But his deep chokhmah, his incredible attainment, what he was able to attain, he revealed to us in this truly wondrous way that it's not possible b'chlal, to make sense of it. Don't break forward to try to get up to Kodesh Baruch Hu and to want to investigate Chas v'Shalom, because there's no way, shape, or form you can ever put it together and for everything. Just rely on the emunah alone. The call. That's the foundation of everything. Anybody who wants to, to answer, to give an answer to these kashas, even when you want to answer them using the ways of Kabbalah, you cannot possibly come up with any kind of explanation whatsoever. He can actually create great damage. Somebody who's learning these books, you're trying to explain it. You're unable to explain it. Those who read it will try to understand. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to cause yawning throughout the internet. Everybody's going to yawn it. When somebody yawns, it causes you to yawn. So they will yawn, and their families will yawn, and they'll become viral. They'll go the entire world going,
Nobody yawns. It starts that.
So people are wondering, who is the first one that started this epidemic? Hello?
That's like the makifin that Rabbeinu talks about, right?
Who started the first yawn?
No.
No.
What were we talking about? The makifin. Like, when you try to answer a makif and you make it pnimi, then you get another makif.
That's right. That's right.
Next thing
That's right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shakor v'goren. Wow. Wonderful.
I add sugar to it.
The sugar. This shear is the refuah of Yosef ben Genya. It says anybody who tries to answer these kashas, even when he wants to answer it through Kabbalah, doesn't manage anything at all. Not only this, he can create a stumbling block to somebody who's reading the book and he wants to make sense of it all, and be'emes eino mishav klal. The truth is that nothing is answered. And not only this, and very easily you can demolish the explanation. And the kasha comes back to its place stronger than ever. There's no need to start explaining away these kind of puzzlements. Because it is way beyond our minds. Because my thoughts are not your thoughts, and your ways are not my ways. Because as much as the heavens, are higher than the earth, this is how high my ways are from your ways, and my thoughts from your machshava. And it says, and he talks about it. Okay, let's get back to our Indian.
Up like.
La'me'ayen, to whoever it is that is learning, you know, La'me'ayen,
Learner.
that one to the learner, yeah. He got away with words, right? He knew to say the learner immediately. I was like stumbling around this and that, and he knew, boom, the learner. That's it, finished. Stop stumbling about.
One day, there's gonna be people gonna be able to taste the video, not just see the taste.
Actually, there's already something that said that they manage this technology that can transfer tastes that acts on the you're kind of licking the screen, but whatever it is that you lick something and it transfers, it excites in the tongue the taste that is. You can do that.
Wow.
Yes. Since they'll come to the conclusion that Tao is one thing. There's no Metzias except for Kodesh Baruch Hu, and everything is one. Everybody can, everything can taste. It's one thing. You cannot do anything and hide it. You cannot say anything and hide it, and hope to hide it. Everything is revealed. Everything is known. They'll come to it at the end. They'll come to Tachlis. Let's go back to our Indian Siman Lamazai. Sha'ikar hu Hashem. The main thing is the name of Hashem. V'ikar bria, leman shmo yisborach. The main bria is for the sake of the name of Hashem. Kedei legal shmo yisborach ba'olam, to reveal the name of Hashem yisborach in the world. V'ikar is gal shmo, and the main revelation of His name. Let's do just 1 second. Give me one second. Pause. Now it becomes two files.
No.
Yeah. What we're gonna do with him?
Yeah, I just want to close the door.
Yeah,
You heard
I can
the
close the
hamsters
door.
and
I
there's a
thought he was
sound.
gonna do something in the kitchen or something.
Breakfast.
It's okay. I can take it and make it one afterwards. Yeah, like this, I can just take it and just put it up. But when it becomes 2 files, you have to go first and edit it, put it together, and it's it causes me trouble. But it's trouble. Okay, but nevertheless, you had a good meaning in your heart. The main revelation of the name of Hashem is through the Torah that were given to us by Moshe Rabbeinu. The Torah is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's no way that we can know from the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. There's no way that we can know from the name of Hashem unless we actually learn the Torah, we mekayem the mitzvahs. When we do it, we mekayem the mitzvahs pashut. Like we were ordered by Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe the slave of Hashem, because then through the Exodus and the giving of the Torah on Har Sinai, as nisgalei elokus esboach ba'olam, then the godliness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu was revealed in the world. And everybody in the world heard about him. As it is said in Nehemiah, and you have made yourself a name, you made a name for yourself at that day. In order to tell of my name throughout the land. That's the reason for Malchus Mitzrayim. Malchus and the kingdom of Greece and Remela, all the Western civilization. Amdal Israel, they stood on Am Yisrael, to make him forget the Torah, and to make them transgress the chukim of the Torah, la'alim shmo yizboach chas v'shalom min ha'olam, to conceal the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu chas v'shalom from the world. Ki hem rotu l'sgaber rak al Hashem levad daika, because what they wanted to conceal, they wanted to conceal the name of Hashem, which is the Torah, which is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because the main thing is the name of Hashem. Al ken amru, right on the horn of an ox, en lachem chelek b'elokei Yisrael. You know, the right on the horn of an ox, that you don't have a part in the God of Israel. Because ki rotu l'sgaber daika la'avir mehem shem Hashem chas v'shalom shua Torah. Well, they wanted them to completely, you know, wipe away the name of Hashem Kivyoha, which is the Torah. That's why the miracle of Hanukkah happened after through the oil of the menorah. Shibchinas Shem, because the shemen, the oil of the menorah is an aspect of Shem, as it is said in Koheles, Tov Shem and Shemen Tov. A name is a good name is better than good oil. And to the scent of your oils, Tovim. And like the smell of the good oil, you know, this is Shemen Torah Shmecha, and oil will your name shall pour like oil. Ki Hashem Wakova, the name is the honor, is the cover. Wakova the Iker, and the honor of Hashem is the main thing. Iker or Ameir, that's the main light. As it is said in Yechezkel, the entire land illuminated from the covet of Hashem. That's the light of the miracle of Chanukah. That's the light of the name and the honor that we draw and reveal through the advertising of the miracle of Chanukah. And then the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is it becomes greater. As we said, and to you have made, and for you have made a great and holy name in your world. The main light of any ner shel mitzvah, any candle of mitzvah, how much more so than Chanukah, but any kind, even on Shabbos, is the light of the Torah. That's the aspect of the holy name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Torah is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Every single name in the Torah is the name of Hashem. Every single word in the Torah is the name of Hashem. B'fchinas kiner mitzvah, the Torah are the candle. The mitzvah is the candle, and the Torah is the light. When Chazal say that, what comes first, the mitzvahs or the Torah? Like, what's the main thing? So Chazal answer, Kiner mitzvah Torah or. When you have a candle, what is the main thing? The candle or the light? Obviously, you can have the light without the candle, but the main thing is the light. So it says, "Ner mitzvah v'Torah or." The ner, the mitzvah is the candle that shines with the light of Torah. Ki ikar or, the main light, hu Hashem. Shu hakovet shelo yisborach. This is the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shemeir b'chol ha'olam, that illuminates in all the worlds. That's what Chazal said, on the nails of the menorah Beis Hamikdash. Shu edus, that is a testimony that the divine presence rests on Am Yisrael. Ki or haner shel mitzvah, because the light of a candle of shel mitzvah, ubchinas or is gal shmo HaKadosh Baruch. That's the light of the revelation of the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That means that it's a revealing of the divine presence. Okay, that's why the Menorah Hanukkah, where it happened Dafka in the Menorah Beis Hamikdash. Everything is for the sake of making the name of Kodesh Baruch Hu greater. Kaivaronim, which are the opposite principle, that's what Ashkiach Shmo Yisborach, Chas v'Sholem. They wanted us to forget the name of Hashem. They decreed to cancel out the Torah. That's why the miracle was through the Neres HaMenorah Daika, Shehem, Abchinas Agdolos Shmo Yechvodo Yisborach Kana. That's why the miracle was dafka through the candles of the menorah, which constitutes the making greater, the name of Hashem. And that's the same thing which is mentioned at the end of the Maisa, She'Hashem Ubchinas Oiraner, that the name is the light of the candle. As it says in the end, Shalevana, that the Levana holds a candle in its hand. And it says to the sun, why when you come, I don't have a name. Because a candle in main daylight, what good does it do? So you can find that the light of the candle is the essence of the name. Now you can stop it.